Hey, it's Ed here in Mumbai, in India. Just finished our session on digital transformation with the good folks from Abbott, focusing both on healthcare digital transformation from a hospital health system perspective down to specifically to the labs. So what's really interesting about India, and again, my caveat is I am no expert on any of these countries. I'm just giving you sort of a executive summary of some of the findings based on the interactions that our team has had with customers and prospects. So 40% of the healthcare is public and 60% private. Now it used to be, a lot higher public, but over time, people saw the benefit of the private hospital. Now that's changing because of a couple things. One is the public's kind of demanding more. Sorry, we're literally at the airport. So you hear some planes in the background. But customers are demanding higher quality, and politicians see it as a leverage in each of the states of India to improve the healthcare community, sort of from a political angle. Not the only reason, but that's certainly a key driver. And so they're starting to invest a lot more on the public side. So I think it's going to kind of balance out and equal itself out. So that's pretty interesting. And so similarly, the quality metrics, on the public side were not that great compared to private. But now that's changing. So I thought that's pretty interesting. The state of digital transformation is there's pockets of brilliance for sure. Bangalore, which is kind of like our Silicon Valley in the US, a lot of high tech, a lot of people who are creating different systems. So pretty, find some hospitals that are pretty high tech comparable to US hospitals, but then you'll find a pretty large gap in other areas. So, maybe half of what the United States is, according to the local executives that I spoke with here, who compare themselves quite a bit to the US. So the main goal for digital transformation with select executives that we spoke to is operational excellence, right? They want to improve operations, which impacts quality, impacts finance, but operational excellence was definitely the main theme. And a common thing we're hearing across the globe, right, across at least Asia, is workforce expertise. So not just the workforce itself, enough people, but it's expertise of the workforce. And then patient experience. So patient experience hasn't been first in any of the places. Like you might have seen for a while in the United States, kind of number one, but I think that's dropping down as well. Still super critical, obviously you know how I feel about it. And what are the main challenges of digital transformation? One is standardization. We've heard that. So there's not, and it goes back to one of my earlier comments, it's not an even field. There's some spots of amazing quality and then not so much. In digital transformation, not so much. So by standardization, you can reduce variation, which typically takes out costs and is a good thing. So improves quality. So that's good. Finances was another challenge. That's pretty common. It's not the number one like we might hear in the US, but it's pretty far up there, number 2 or 3 typically. And then operational pressures. I think people realize, hey, we need to get with it. And so there's a lot of pressure from operations. So that is my 3 minutes worth of sort of findings on Mumbai specifically. We'll head to Delhi next. It'll be interesting if it changes much in Delhi or not. It's definitely a different state. The most populous city is 30 million people, over 1,500 square kilometers, whereas Mumbai is 20 million people, over 500 square kilometers. So it's quite dense in Mumbai, but either case, huge cities. All right, I will talk to you in Delhi.